I didn't realize the degree of violence and the degree of which the allegations against Diddy are so gruesome and so intense. Because I think top line, especially for fans of his or for fans of the hip hop world, you could take some of it and ignore it and go, well, that's just what happens in that world. That's just what happens. And when you watch this, that's not what, like, this is, some of these allegations are just, they are like watching Talia Graves, her explain what happened to her. It is, I just don't know how he was allowed to do it, but, like, people would have known. How was he allowed to do this? This is not just little, incidents here and there at a party. This is, to do some of this thing, there would have been a protection network around him of people that knew how all of this can happen and he can continue over decades to have a career. Just, I found absolutely just disgusting, but also quite shocking watching the documentary. How do you think he did that? How did he, was it threats? Was it people feeling scared around him to ever speak out? Was it bribes? How do you keep people that close to you quiet for so long about gruesome things like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's those things that you said, threats, bribes, uh, uh, um, and I think again, it's not just Diddy. We've seen this over and over again. People who, uh, men mostly, who have this behavior, this predatory or allegations of predatory behavior, of assault, of violence, and who are allowed to continue to do it. And there are a lot of enablers who are a part of that,
Mm.
um, and the fear of coming forward.
And,
This,
and I think that speaks to American culture more broadly and what we have allowed and who we have allowed to keep in power despite what has come into the public,
Mm.
not just with Diddy, but more broadly.
Have we heard it all from J-Lo in any of this?
we have not.
Mm. How do you think that plays out? How do you think, once all of this comes out, what do you think, there's so many people, I guess, like J-Lo that were there around that time. Can they continue to walk forward not saying anything, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think these people have handlers, they have PR people, they have, a whole retinue of folks who are paid to, to guide them to save themselves and their careers. I mean, I have no idea what J Lo knows, but she certainly has not spoken out
Mm.
as of yet.
Is there a chance he's dead before this trial even begins?
Mm.
Well, I just think about all the different scenarios that can play out and the people that are trying, that want and need to be protected. I just wondered, is there a world where all of this never gets heard?
I mean, anything's possible, right? We saw, again, we've seen these kinds of things happen where things never get aired or trial never happens. So
Mm.
anything's possible.